We would go hunting and fishing practically every single weekend during the fall. And I would end up sitting, from before daylight until 1, 2 in the afternoon and just literally sit in the marshes and watch the birds. And it got to the point where a mile away I could tell what type of bird it was. All my interests were nature-based. The time when I was in architecture school, really sustainability wasn't a large focus. In fact, we were a little bit panned for it by our instructors because they didn't want us to focus on, they wanted to focus on architecture as the capital A in architecture, right? I had just lived through the whole tearing up of Ocean Beach and the construction of the combined sewer stormwater system, and I chose that as my infrastructure to study. So in the early 90s, I did a pretty deep dive into what the whole combined sewer system for San Francisco means. One thing led to another, and I'm designing and building here in San Francisco. I've got well over 100 permits now in San Francisco at this point. But there was one thing that really bugged me with our water. We always had to connect all the stormwater to the sewer system. The whole west side of San Francisco is on top of a gigantic aquifer. When you take this aquifer and look at it from the sky, and you take that footprint and you overlay it to Lake Tahoe, it's about 25 to probably 30% of the surface area of Lake Tahoe. It's a lot of water, and it's healthy, good water. I've been designing and building my whole life. I've been constructing and developing. I've contributed to the rooftops. I've come to a point in my life where I wanted to change that. The Far Out West community garden, that was just an opportunity waiting to happen. There's a large chunk of property that was cyclone fenced in. Gosh, it was just liquor bottles and weeds waist high and mattresses stuff chucked over that fence. And I suggested, hey, let's have it turn into something bigger. I know that the community would love it. So let's take down that fence and let's open this thing up and clean it up and make a community garden out of it. Started looking and saying, well, we need more community garden, we need water, and we got all this rooftop around here from this church, and it's all being channeled to the sewer system. And I know that's not a good thing because I'm a surfer, and boy, this every time we have these big storms, our infrastructure can't handle it. So our combined storm sewer system, when we get these big rains, it overflows, and it creates gigantic lakes of raw sewage right there on the beach. The primary focus of this rainwater catchment system is not so much to hold the water to water the plants in the garden, although it does that and it does it very well. The primary focus is to take this rainwater off of the roof and instead of putting it in the combined sewer systems, recharge the groundwater. We're lucky to have some very smart, passionate people involved. We have volunteer legal counsel. We have science counsel from a staff scientist from Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. We have people that have spent their entire lives focusing on environmental issues. We have other architects that are passionate about the built environment blending as best as possible with our natural environment. We all really want the same thing. Reduce to zero the number of sewage overflows onto Ocean Beach. Number 2, increase the flows in Tuolumne River. Let the salmon rebound, let the populations rebound. Number 3, it's less expensive. It's a win-win. It doesn't cost nearly anybody anything. PUC saves, you save, we all save. No one loses with this project. It's win, win, and win.